Good morning. It is like 7:45. Got on trail a few minutes ago. Had to eat my delicious Pop-Tart breakfast. They didn't have a great resupply and didn't have a big resupply at Woods Hole, so I couldn't. I didn't have a big selection to choose from, so I chose Pop-Tarts for a couple days. That's my first breakfast. There's I think I got a couple Cliff Bars. So got to the second spot last night where I thought Pops would be, and he wasn't there. So I was by myself, set up the tent real quick and had dinner. And as I got in my tent, another guy, Carlo, who had been at the shelter with us the night before, he showed up. And then I think after he showed up, guy that was at the shelter with us also named Rack, he showed up. Rack was up and gone by the time I got up. I slept in a little bit. I didn't get out of my bag until like 5 or 7, but was on trail by 7:36, so that was pretty quick for me to get up and out. Everything was damp again, just condensation. That's the pain. But left heel's hurting a little bit, right hip's hurting a little bit, but I'm only going to do 16 today to the next shelter. I think I could do 16, and then 14, maybe 12 or 14 on Saturday into Catawba, and then depending on what time I get there, get a hitch or a shuttle down into Roanoke, or if I get there late in the afternoon, about the same time my dad rolls into Roanoke, I can get him to come pick me up. Have to work all that out still. And I got to get a place for us to stay in Roanoke. No cell service last night, so I couldn't make any reservations. But it's downhill here to start. Then I got to go up over Kelly Knob, which looks like it's going to be another climb like the last couple days. Just slow and not easy on my tired legs, but should be doable. So we will check in a bit, get down the hill here, and make some time. See ya. All right, good morning again. My throat's a little froggy, but time for Would You Rather. We're going to do a little recreation activity today. Would you rather, sorry, if somebody was going to, you know what, we're going to put a little price tag on this to set the scale. If somebody was going to give you a $500,000 boat or a $500,000 RV, and you had to keep it for at least a year and use it, all right? So you can't just resell it right away and take the cash. If you're going to get a pretty nice boat or a pretty nice RV, which would you rather have? Think about that, and we'll check in later and see where I land. See ya. So it is 9 o'clock. The sun is already up pretty high, and it's warming up. It's getting warm already. It's gonna make climbing over that next hill a bit of a challenge. But I'm stopping. There's a shelter up here about half a mile or a little more. I'm gonna stop, take my long sleeve shirt off, refill some water, and be on my way. But man, it's a nice day, but it's already warm. Can't believe how warm it's gotten so early. I'm sure it'll pass, but I'm looking forward to this weekend and unloading some winter stuff, sending that home. We'll talk about that maybe on Sunday when I pack it all up and send it away. See ya. All right, well, I just stopped at that shelter, and the mystery of Pops is solved. He pushed 26 miles yesterday, made it to that shelter, so he's moving and grooving, and that was more than I was up for. So it looks like I got a little water crossing here, which will be nice. And then I'm almost down the bottom of the hill where I gotta start my way up again. We'll check in a bit. Alrighty, here's another little water crossing, but this bridge, I'm gonna show you, pretty substantial. They're like, I don't know what those are, 6x6s? Those right there. I see a lot of those. Building it up to get it up here and then over that little body of water. Pretty impressive. Something's telling me that this wasn't a Boy Scout, Eagle Scout project. Looks like it's got a little more engineering than that. But yeah, I guess you got it up this high because the bank on the other side is that much higher. There's a rocky wall on the side there. Pretty stream. Bet there's trout in that too. The way my legs feel right now, I should be trout fishing instead of walking. Well, this is a bad day. It's like 4 hours in. I've only gone 6.6 miles. I'm still climbing up the first hill to get up to the top of Kelly Knob. I'm supposed to go down the other side of that and up a climb this big to get to where I originally wanted to go. There's no freaking way I'm making that. My legs are just exhausted. I just got no juice. And I got no cell service, so there's no bailing out. There's no getting a ride and go and find somewhere. It's just suck it up and deal with it. And I'm just not happy because I'm just pissed that my legs are so weak right now. I'm really not happy. And I'm gonna get to the top here. Sounds like there's a shelter in 3 miles, but no cell service there. So I still haven't even booked a room for Roanoke. Yeah, this sucky day. Totally sucky day. Slow but sure, grind it out. I might just get to the top here and set up my tent, just call it a freaking half day and figure something out later. We'll see. Talk to you soon. Well, just past the top of Kelly Knob, like 8.75 miles in. It's only 1 o'clock. And the sun is beating down. It is hot now. Humidity is not as high as it has been, which is nice. But the sun is super warm. So I'm trying to decide. There's a shelter coming up like 2 miles. I may just park there and call it a day. There's another campsite a mile or 2 past that. You gotta go down and then up again to get to it a little bit. So I don't know. My legs are doing fine going flat or downhill, but as soon as the grade turns up just a little, they've got nothing. So we will see. It's another roller coaster day. It's frustrating. I'm like, felt good the last few days. Everything was going great. And now today, yesterday they were tired. Today they're just gassed. And that was all this rock too. It's like Pennsylvania. Anyway, might be a short day today. I don't know what that's going to do to my end of the week, but good news is at the top of Kelly Knob, I did have a cell, like 1 bar, so I managed to book a hotel with points for the weekend when Dad comes up. I just got to make it to Saturday and figure out where I can get to for him to come pick me up, or to get a shuttle to a hotel just outside of Roanoke, right off I-81. Anyway, that's what's going on here. See ya. Alrighty, it's shortly after 1, and I think this shelter is down here somewhere. I'm gonna call it a half day and just rest the legs. It's getting really hot too. There's supposed to be a water source here, so I'm just gonna hydrate up, rest the legs, have a little lunch, watch a movie on my phone. I don't think there's any cell phone service out there, but I've downloaded a few movies and just kind of regroup. For the would you rather today was, would you rather if somebody was going to give you $500,000 boat or a $500,000 RV. Which would you rather have? Since I have an RV, and it's by no means a $500,000 RV, it's a fraction of that. You could buy several of my RVs for that. But a bug just flew in my throat. I like the RV a lot, but I think a boat is a more social kind of a thing. Like, you have a boat, and I'm thinking, downstream here at some point, hopefully I'm going to have some grandkids. I think going out on the boat for a little ride, do some skiing, do some fishing, do just a booze cruise with friends. It's a little bit more of a social thing than the RV. The RV is great to, tailgate. It's fantastic to tailgate in. It's cool to get to go to places and stuff. But, I think, all in all, I wouldn't be surprised if someday, well, I don't know if I'm ever going to get a lake house, but if I do, I would sell the RV for sure and buy a boat, just because of everything I just said about a boat. So that's what I'm thinking, and be curious what people say. And I'm going to get some rest, and I'm going to hope that tomorrow's a better day. See ya.